everyone, it's Dawn and welcome to our Saturday project. And I have been, up until this point, doing on a Saturday a painting to project, but I thought we'd do something a bit different today. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use this fabulous bag. I can't get it all in frame because it's quite big. I haven't measured it, but it's quite big. It's a big padded shopping bag, and it's quite, if I do that, you can see how bouncy it is. And if I move it down a bit, you can see it's got black handles. But we're not going to attempt to make anything as big as this today. But what we are going to do, I was going to say we're going to do a replica, but we're not really. We're going to make a gift bag inspired by this bag. We're not going to try and replicate it. We're going to use it as inspiration. So because we need the space, I'm going to pop that down there. And I'm going to bring in what we've already used. What I did, something slightly unusual, which I know is normal for me. This, I'm sure you'll agree, is very close to what we've just seen. And what I did with this, I took a photograph of it. I tried photocopying it, but it made it a bit dark. So what I did was I took a photograph of this fairly close up, and then I just used my computer. Actually, I didn't use my computer. I haven't got my computer anymore. I used my iPad to make this, or to adjust the size. And in this case, I've adjusted it to 11 by 8 inches. And again, like the other day project, we've got quite a few measurements, I'm afraid, but I will put all the measurements in the description box down below so that you can refer back to it. So, and I just printed this onto printer paper, but obviously printer paper is far too thin to make a gift bag of this size. It wouldn't stand up. So what I've done is I've just backed it onto some white card. Now you can use any card you like, but this is 300 GSM card, and if you want me to add that, well, I will. I'll add the size and the strength of the card in the description box down below. So we're going to get straight on with it. So I've used glue. I've just used a strong glue stick. You can use tacky glue or any glue really to stick this together, or this part anyway. And so I've got two pieces the same size. Again, they are 8 by 11. And what we're going to do, I'm going to put these the wrong way round to begin with, because we also need a piece for the base. Now the base, we've got two different measurements here. You can see what I've done. We've got this piece which sits at 11 by 3, but the white is 11 by 5 because you need an inch each side for the flap. And just to make this video go a bit quicker, well, hopefully it'll go a bit quicker, I have put some double-sided tape on here. And this is supposed to be easy release paper, but it never is. It is until you go to do it on video. Oh, we're going. We're okay. So what we're going to do, I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to turn the front and the back pieces over. We'll do it one at a time. So I'll put that way you can see it. Because I've taken the back pieces off now, or the backing pieces, it's going to be very sticky and it'll stick to everything. So I'm just going to line it up. You can use a tacky glue or a strong glue if you want to. I'm just using tape in the interest of time. And it doesn't matter if you don't put it absolutely flush with a piece underneath. We're not doing a jigsaw puzzle. It doesn't have to match exactly. So I am going to turn that round and see which bit matches. That's probably that bit. So what I'll do is I'll turn that round and come at it that side. Then you can see what I'm doing better, hopefully. So I've got the sun pouring in. It's a beautiful day, so all I can see on my screen is a white blob where the sun's shining in. So I'm just going to line it up first and then press it down like that. As we said, it doesn't have to be perfect. We are going to have little bits. If you're worried about this bit afterwards, you can always put a few bits and pieces on to cover it up, but I'm not going to bother. So then we're going to turn that over. Actually, we're going to put it that way. And what we need to do next is do our side pieces. Now, for the side pieces, or the end pieces, I suppose we could call them, our rainbow paper is 8 by 3 inches. And our card is 9 by 5. Because again, you need an inch each side, and you do need an inch at the end. Now, what we need to do with this, we need to do a little bit of cutting. So I've already marked it out to show where we need to cut. I've just kept my pencil lines in, so we're just going to cut this square off here, just like that. Put that to one side because we don't need those bits. And we're going to do the same to the other end there. So all we're going to do is cut the 2 corner squares off, nice and easily. So we'll just throw them over there out the way, pop the scissors out the way, and again, I think it'll probably be easier if we do it. So we're going to end up with, well, we're going to start off anyway, with the thing the wrong way round, but it'll come right eventually. So, because what we need to do, we need to add that to there, like that. And that's going to sit down there like that. And then we have got the other piece, and I've already cut, in the interest of time, I've already cut those 2 squares off in exactly the same way. So again, we're just going to take that off, just going to move those out of the way. We'll see what, we'll use them at the end. So if I move this over, now let me just get my pad out of the way. Out of shot, I've got my notepad with all my measurements on it in case I forget what they are, because there are so many. So we're just going to lay that down like that. And we've now got our bag, which you can't actually see all of it. But what we're going to do now is we're going to pull the ends together. We're going to pull the sides in. We're going to do one at a time again. We're going to take the tape off. So all you need to do, if I just move that over, move it, fold it over, fold it back on itself onto the wrong side and give it a good press with your fingers. You can put it through your embossing folder, or not embossing folder, what are they called? Schoolboard if you want to, but I'm not going to bother. So I'm just going to bring this back into frame. Hopefully it's in frame. And so we're going to bring that in. If I put that as far as it'll go without it crashing into the stand. So if I just put that up there. So all we're going to do is bring the front or back panel, whichever it happens to be, like that. And then we're going to rock it onto its side. And we are going to stick it down like that. And then we are going to do the same to the other side. So if I leave that there and bring it round like that, if I bring it into view as best I can, and we will do that. And once you get to that stage, if you keep it in that orientation, it looks a bit like a box, doesn't it? But that's all right. So we will just fold those in there like that. Again, we'll take the backing tape off, and hopefully it'll come off fairly quickly, and it does. Excellent. So if I bring that up like that, so again, we're just going to line that all up like that and fold it down, or push it down, and we're going to do the same to that side. And then I'm just going to, if I can do it without knocking my stand over, turn it over like that. And again, we're just going to, all I'm doing is putting my hands inside of my bag, and I'm pushing those flaps down. So when we stand it up, it looks like that, but if I lay it flat, it will look like that. And if you want it to have a slightly different shape, put your fingers in the end like that, in those side panels, and push. And if you push like that, it'll give it more of a sort of, it'll give it more of a handbag style really, but we're going to make this into a gift bag. And I'm going to lay that flat so that you can see what I'm doing. Because the next thing you need 2 pieces of black card like that. Now I've made mine 1.5 by 12. If you just want to make yours 1, you can. I'll give you a little tip. If you do want it 1.5, if you like it slightly wider, you don't have to bother about measuring the extra half. I'll show you if I can find my ruler. Take your ruler. I haven't got a spare piece of card with me, but take your ruler, lay it down on your card, and just literally draw around it, and that will give you the width of 12 by 1.5, and you don't have to bother measuring it. So there's my tip of the day for you. And we do need to, I'll just bring that back in. In fact, what I'll do is I'll turn it around because I need to show you what I'm going to do next. We need to put a curve in it. So what you do, let me just make sure that you can see. Put your thumb and finger like that. Hold it with the other hand and bend like that. And what we're doing, we're just creating a curve. We're going to put a curve in our handle. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. If you want to, you can just run it over the edge of the table, but from the position of my camera, I can't actually show you that. But if you wanted to do that, just lay it on the edge of your table. Imagine my hand is the edge of a table, and pull it away and down like that. So that's how we make a curve in our handle. So let's bring that back in, and I'm not having anything particularly heavy in here, so we don't need anything particularly, we don't need a strong adhesive. I'm going to use my red runner tape, and as we know by now, the red runner tape is permanent. So once it's on, it's on. So we're going to just pop some tape either end. You can use, again, you can use glue if you want to. You can use your tacky glue, or you can use one of your stronger glues, but it depends really what you're going to be putting in it. And then all you do, once it's straight, keep hold of it and bend it like that. And then all we're going to do is stick it down. Actually, we're going to have to do this one at a time. So we'll stick it, just like the original, we'll stick it so that we've got a bit of black showing. And I'm just going to eyeball mine. I'm not going to bother measuring it, because I'm a very lazy crafter. I don't measure unless I have to. And now what we're going to do is gently flip it over so I don't knock the camera off its stand. And I've already put that curve in the other one. So all we're going to do is do exactly the same. Oh dear, that glue didn't sit too well. But that's all right, we'll sort that out in a minute. You always get one little bit where the glue didn't quite reach. So we will fix that in just a minute. I'll show you how to fix that in just a second. Let's just get these handles on, and I'll show you how we fix that. So again, you just take it while it's straight, keep it in your hands and bend it round, and then all you've got to do is, we'll do one at a time, and we'll put that there. And before you go any further, if you want to, in the original you might have noticed some black stitching. Now if you want to score or draw some black lines with a Sharpie pen, you can. I'm not going to bother with any of that. Now, as I've already got, you can use glue. Again, you can use glue if you want to for this. Now this is just where the glue didn't quite catch the corner. So I'm going to use some tape for this. As I've got the tape in my hand, I will use some tape to fix that. And all we do is do that. And we go around there. And now to finish it off, no, it should be all right. I was going to send it out a bit, but I think we'll be all right. What I'm going to do, I've got some embellishments. Because this was a branded bag, I can't cut the brand out and put on there because we might get into trouble. So what I have done, I've got some stickers that I'm going to use. I've got 2 orange stickers. I'll only do it on this side. We can do it on the other side if we want to. But I'm just going to do it on one side. And I'm just going to take the 2 orange ones because I like orange. There's a surprise. And I have got a beautiful set of rainbow heart stickers. And so just to finish off, because there was an embellishment in the middle, let's just pop that over there. Again, I'm just going to do this on one side. I'm going to put my rainbow heart, hopefully straighter than that, in the middle, like that. And there is our rainbow gift bag. There it is. It stands up. It'll pinch in like that. You can pick it up. I can just about show you that. And if I hold it like that, actually I will try and pop it out just a tiny weeny bit. It might not want to go, but we'll try. Like that. So that you can see it just a little bit better, hopefully. So there we go. There is our rainbow gift bag for our Saturday project. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful. You don't have to be as balmy as I am. You don't have to find bags and cloth to photocopy or to photograph. If you've got your own lovely papers or paper pads, your patterned paper pads, you can do exactly the same with this, and so you can create your own with whatever you've got. So that's what we're doing this month. We're creating some beautiful projects with what we've already got in our stash, or at least I am. So I would encourage you to do the same, because we've all got things in us. You know what it's like, girls, ladies, and gentlemen, if there are any gentlemen crafters. You go into a craft store and you think, oh, that's nice, I love some of that. You bring it home, you put it in your craft chest, and it never sees the light of day again. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going through my bits and pieces, looking around to see what I've already got that I can use to craft with. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm going to call it a rainbow gift bag because it looks like a rainbow. And as I said last time I was on, I will be off next week. There won't be any videos next week, I'm afraid, because I'm going to take a week off just to catch up with... I'm not going anywhere, we're not going away, but I am going to take a few days off just to catch up with some jobs, especially in the garden and around the house. So enjoy your week. So I'm going to give you a week off from crafting, well, this way anyway. So I'm going to give you a week off from videos, so it'll give you time to catch up. So I hope you've enjoyed this one and that you find it useful. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell so that you never miss another upload. And I will see you a week on Monday. So have a fantastic weekend, enjoy the coming week, and I'll be back soon. And in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Have fun everybody, and as always, happy crafting. Bye bye for now.